Next is question number 86, which says that let A is equal to ABC and B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Then number of functions from A to B which are not onto is, right? So let's firstly find onto functions. We have A here, that is A, B, C, and B here, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, firstly, for definition of function, we know that each element of A should be connected with B uniquely, right? So let us say we have anything like this. Then as element of A cannot bound with two elements of B, which means that one element of B will always be left. But for onto function, all these elements should be associated. So that is not possible, which means that number of onto functions in this case is 0. So we have to find here total number of functions. Now total number of functions here, that will be A can combine with 4 elements. Similarly, B can also combine with any 4 elements, and C can also associate with any 4 elements, which means that number of functions will be 4 raised to the power 3, that is 64. So answer will be option number 2. Next is question number 87, which says that the number of reflexive relations which can be defined on the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is equal to. Now, for reflexive relation, we know that the elements we should definitely be there are 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5, 5. These 5 elements should definitely be there for reflexive relation, and the rest of the 20 elements can be there or cannot be there. It doesn't depend on them, right? So apart from these, we have 20 elements. From these 20 elements, we can have either 0 element or 1 element or 2 element or all the 20 elements, right? We can have any, which means that the total number of reflexive relations will be equal to 2 raised to the power 20, or we can solve this by applying direct formula, that is 2 raised to the power n square minus n, where n is the number of elements in the set A, that is 5. So that is equal to 2 raised to the power 25 minus 5, that is again equal to 2 raised to the power 20. So answer will be option number 2. Next is question number 88, which says that if the sets A and B are defined as x equal to x, y, such that y is equal to sine inverse sine x, and b is equal to x, y, such that y is equal to sine inverse cos x, and we have a set C which is x, y, such that x, y belongs to A intersection B and x belongs from 0 to 2 pi closed. So we have to find the number of elements in C. So to solve this, let's firstly draw the graph of y equal to sine inverse sine x. That will be like this, right? Where this point is pi, 0 and this point is 2 pi, 0. So we have to talk about x going from 0 to 2 pi. Similarly, let's make the graph of the other function, that is y equal to sine inverse cos x. That will be something like this, right? So when we talk about x going from 0 to 2 pi, we can see that there are 2 points at which these two graphs are intersecting, which means that number of elements in A intersection B will be equal to 2. So we can say that number of elements in C will be equal to 2. So option number 3 is the correct choice. Next is question number 89, which says that if R is an equivalence relation on set A, then R inverse is. It's very simple that if R is an equivalence relation, then R inverse will also be an equivalence relation. So directly we can say that option number 4 will be the correct choice. Next is question number 90. We have out of 800 students in school, 224 opted maths, 240 opted physics, and 336 opted chemistry. Of the total, 64 opted both PNC, 80 opted MNC, and 40 opted MNP. And 24 opted all the 3 subjects. So we have to find the number of students who didn't opt any subject out of physics, chemistry, maths. So very standard question. Let's solve it by making Venn diagram. Let us say this is MCP, right? Now it has been given that 24 opted all the 3 subjects. So this is 24. Now 40 opted maths and physics. So 40 minus 24, that will be equal to 16. This one, right? Now talking about 80 opted maths and chemistry. So 80 minus 24, that will be equal to 56. Also 64 opted both physics and chemistry. So 64 minus 24, that will be equal to 40. This one, right? So it has also been given that 224 opted maths. So this will be 224 minus 56 minus 24 minus 16. This one, right? And 240 opted physics, which means that this will be 240 minus 40 minus 24 minus 16, that is minus 40. So, and this one will be 336 minus 40 minus 56 minus 24, that will be minus 80. So, if we found number of students in M union P union C, so that will be equal to, in maths total we have 224 plus 336 minus 80 plus 240 minus 80. So that will be equal to 560 minus 160 plus 240, that is equal to 560 plus 80, so that is equal to 640. Now in total we have 800 students, which means that number of students who didn't opt any subject will be 800 minus 640, that will be equal to 160. So we can say that correct answer will be option number 3. So this was all about AIATS 1 for 12 studying students. Thanks for watching.